Got him. I saw that one swimming, guys. I think it's a big one too. Got one, guys. He's making some pretty big wakes. Oh my God, that might be a bat. That might be a big one. Yes! Oh, look at that thing. Fish. I think it's a good one too, guys. Oh yeah, it's a stud for a creek. Heck yeah. Awesome, guys. Water got a little bit cleaner, but it's still not clean enough to really get them to eat the tiny glide yet, I don't think. That's on the 1/8 ounce FlashBack Mini. He crushed it. Stopped it dead in its tracks. You're seeing me out here in a little different part of the day. I don't normally fish in the evening, guys, but had a little family time this morning and then helped patch the roof on my house with my dad all mid-morning and afternoon, and I'll just say I have a lot more respect for roofers after doing that because that sucked. Glad to feel a good fish tug after that hard day though. And I got a 3-inch Moondog Bait Company flat top minnow on it. Perfect fluke style trailer on those FlashBack Minis, guys. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I throw those on there all the time. Fish. Is that another solid one? Oh yeah, that is a really solid one. There was 2 of them. There was 2 of them. The other one's right there. Guys, I had one like this chase the tiny glide, but he wouldn't eat it. Yeah. Let's go. Nice mouth on that creek bass, guys. Guys, there's a really nice creek bass. I'm throwing everything on my Art Gravity BFS with 6-pound fluoro and my Dobbins 701C today. Guys, that fish kicked off before I could get a release of it as I was trying to take an Instagram story, but he ate that 1/8 ounce FlashBack Mini with the 3-inch flat top minnow on it. Got one, guys. Got another one. I don't think he's quite as big. He's decent though. Decent. Chased it out from under that lay down. Oh, he's not bad. He's kind of fat. Probably too heavy to just be letting him hang from the line. Let's go, y'all. Guys, if you recognize this, this is one of those stretches that was iced over 2.5 weeks ago. And now it's 80 degrees at 4:45 to 5 o'clock in the evening. Pretty nuts for Texas. Guys, I wasn't recording, but look at that. That is a crazy nice creek bass. The evening bite, y'all. The evening bite. Dang it, dang it. That is such a good fish. I wish I would have had the camera turned on. I didn't look down. That's my fault, guys. Oh well. That's the biggest one yet, guys. Still on that same 3-inch flat top minnow and that 1/8 ounce FlashBack Mini chatterbait. Got him. I saw that one swimming, guys. I think it's a big one too. Oh, jeez. This has turned into a sweet little trip here at dusk. He's not quite as big as the last one, but he's close. No, he's about a pound less than the last one. I really wish I would have got that one on film, but oh well. These fish are pre-spawn and they are fat for creek fish. Normally they're skinny when I catch them, guys. This is awesome. Y'all, to get these bites, I'm just kind of slow rolling it in the main channel, and then I'll twitch it every now and then. The majority of the bites have actually been as I restart it again after a twitch. There's another solid one. Same bait. Got him again. Yes. I think that's, yeah, he's not too big. Not too big, guys, but we'll still take him. We're on him. We're on him. Got us a dust fight going on, y'all. Got him. Solid one again. Yeah. Really solid one, guys. They are fat. Look at the little belly on that one. Little pot gut. Those are an absolute pleasure to catch, guys. Got one, guys. He's making some pretty big wakes. Is he decent? Oh my god, that might be a that might be a big one. Oh my god. Oh, dude. He just made me do a 360. What? On the spy jig. Yes. Look at that thing. He was trying to go under that cut bank so hard. That makes up for the one I wasn't recording for. That is huge for a creek. Let's go. Guys, the big ones always seem to find a way to hit it and swim right at you. This thing turned me around in an area of creek where it might be 10 feet wide. Like my paddleboard almost like hit the other side. And this thing like dove for the cut bank, and I thought I was gonna lose him, and I just kept pressure and he came out from under it. And that is a trip maker and a half. Still on my Art Gravity BFS reel with 6-pound fluoro and my Dobbin 701C. That is a pre-spawn creek hammer. I got him on that little 1/16 ounce spy jig with that 2-inch Euro Tackle B vibe and Empire shad with the red tip. Let's let her go repopulate this creek with more tanks like her. Good grief. If you would have told me I was gonna catch a fish like that in this part of the creek, let alone in the deep part, I would have called you crazy. Y'all, I'm still kind of in shock from what just happened. I mean, that was 5 minutes ago. I was just, you know, making the last few casts, getting ready to pick up the paddleboard and walk out of here. And I cannot believe that bass was living in that small of water. I mean, we're talking 2 feet deep, maybe 10 feet wide. And if there's such a thing as hand-to-hand combat in fishing, that's exactly what happened after he bit it. He smacked that little jig, started running right at me, and as soon as he got close to the paddleboard, he dug and went right for the cut bank, and he almost got in there, guys. I had my arm like this, trying to keep as much leverage as I possibly could on him, and I got really fortunate that I was able to give enough pressure to redirect him and get him out from under that cut bank, because if he would have settled down in there, he would have eventually have broke me off. Because I mean, that was like a 4.5 pound fish probably. I mean, 20 inches easy. And for a creek that has no affiliation with a large reservoir around here, this is just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Those are the kind of trips that I grew up doing, you know. I'd be busy all day, I'd get done, and you know, normally it'd be in the summertime up in northeast Kansas, and you know, I'd call one of my buddies up and we'd go out to one of the ponds in the evenings, you know, right about 6 p.m. until about 9:30, because, you know, the further you go north, you get a little more daylight, especially as you get into June. And this kind of just takes me back to that, and this was a good trip, guys. And this was seriously only like an hour and a half of fishing, and it panned out really well. I'm really happy with that Moondog tackle, guys. The little spy jig is just money. I've been beating it into the ground. Y'all have seen it over and over and over again, but I can't quit throwing it if it's gonna keep producing like that. And even that flat top minnow on that FlashBack Mini, that was getting chewed. The only negative that I can say from that trip was that I didn't have the camera turned on for the second biggest fish of the trip, and that really had me bummed, but that fish at the end more than makes up for it. But if y'all want some of my stickers that have the logos on them that you see at the intro and end of the videos, go ahead and shoot me an email. I leave those links in the description. Check out the link to the playlist that I leave in the pinned comment. I'll probably link some of my other cool creek trips into this one, guys. Leave a like for me. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet, guys. Feel free to talk with me down in the comments below. Share this with a finesse-loving friend, and y'all take her easy. We'll see you on the next one.
Another one. How you live, how you fly, but only if you ride the tide. Balanced on the biggest wave, race towards an early grave.